Hello, everyone. We're back. And this week we want to share with you a video by Dr. Michael Greger. He's one of our favorites. And it's his annual presentation on the latest research showing the benefits of a whole food, plant-based diet and the prevention of the 12 most common diseases in North America. It's amazing how this way of eating can reverse most every serious condition that people experience in North America.
Yeah, we're so lucky to be living this way. We just love what we're doing. We love the food.
Yeah.
We love always exploring new ways to make even more delicious food.
Yeah.
And we feel so great.
Yeah, and we love Michael and all the work he's doing because it validates that feeling this good and eating food that tastes this good is actually doing something for the future,
Yeah.
giving us a
Yeah.
better future.
True.
The research is pointing that out. It's certainly how it feels in our bodies, but it's nice to hear that there's research validating it as well. One of the things that really struck me, I've heard all along that we all have cancer in our bodies. You know, there are little tumors from the day we're born, but that our immune system is able to deal with it so that we don't have what would be considered a diagnosis of having cancer. What he pointed out, there's some research that shows that these little cancer tumors that everybody has will never grow any larger than the size of the end of your pen if they don't get more of a blood supply. And so these cancer tumors, they have a little enzyme that they generate that actually encourages blood flow. So that's when problems start to come along,
Yes.
is when their blood vessels start growing, then it can grow more, and pretty soon we're diagnosed with cancer. He was pointing out how the research is showing that the whole food plant-based diets counteract that enzyme, that is one of the mechanisms for why people on whole food plant-based have so much less cancer, is that those blood vessels don't start getting made because of this enzyme that the tumors exude. So that was really neat to see. And another thing was he was talking about MS.
Yeah, that impressed me. What he said was, and you might have to fill in the details better, if you catch an MS diagnosis fairly early and get them on a whole food plant-based diet, that in 95%,
95% of the cases, it does not get worse.
it doesn't get worse. And they followed these people over
34 years.
34 years.
34 years, and it was stable the whole time.
Yeah, that is so encouraging.
And I think what he was pointing out in that research is that what they were looking at was the low fat content influencing the immune.
Yeah, you know, when we eat animal, we eat dairy, we eat all of those foods, or we get our oil from a bottle, we really up the saturated fat intake, including, which is surprising, coconut oil is 92% saturated fat. So we want to really minimize the intake of saturated fat in a simple, easy, delicious way is whole food plant-based. We just love it. We just love it more and more and more and more.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
I do love it more all the time. That's interesting. How can that be?
So have a watch of this video. It's a little lengthy.
It's over an hour.
Yeah, so do it in segments if you need to.
And Michael, Dr. Greger is so humorous in the way he brings it up. I mean, he's entertaining as well as factual. So we always enjoy listening to him.
And the recipe today is really yummy and quick to make. It's an edamame, corn, red pepper, tomato, parsley with a yummy dressing, no oil, no salt, and no need for them. And it comes from Dr. Joel Fuhrman. So give that a try. because it's a great dish. We had it for dinner lunch yesterday
Yeah, it was
and
delicious.
loved it. It
Yeah.
was really good. And I cooked some veggies on the side, cabbage and string beans. That was good too. So we love sharing with you. And if you have an interest in moving to a whole food plant-based diet, we can help make that journey so enjoyable and simple. And you'll actually experience a lot of benefits you never dreamed you'd experience. So it's worth the journey.
Thanks, everybody.